The most important question I think, we can all ask ourselves and that we need to ask ourselves is, okay, this thing that you want, how is it going to make a difference in your life? How's it going to impact your life? Okay. And how important is that? Right. So for me, I just was tired of feeling tired. I didn't want to dread hanging out with my daughter in the evening when she gets home from her in-home daycare. She's only there 3 days a week. I definitely didn't want to dread and feel so much resistance on hanging out with her all the other days a week that she's home. I was tired of having this midday crash to where I felt like I really needed a nap. I just didn't want to be moody. I didn't want to feel sluggish. I just was tired of feeling like crap, right? So I was feeling that for a couple years. And then all of a sudden I got to a point, it was not all of a sudden, I think it was like a couple things, but a big thing was this. It was in September, I was having a play date. This play date was like a play date from hell, and it ended the friendship. And that was my wake up call of, okay, I got to get serious with my standards and who I spend my time with and the personality types I'm around. I've got to get better with my boundaries of not being available on all these WhatsApp groups and to all the mom community and to family. And I've got to get used to saying no or taking things off my schedule and not being so concerned about disappointing somebody. So all this big shift happened in September. And with that big shift, what happened for me is like, all right, I really want to start living life in alignment and on my terms. So one of the first things that I cut out to really like help myself, I quit drinking wine. I just quit it. It wasn't my plan. I just stopped because my husband doesn't drink. So I didn't have this wine friend I was hanging out with. And I'm like, it's more fun having some wine with a friend than it is by myself. So I just quit. And then I realized, holy crap, I have energy. Sign number one, I quit this habit of drinking wine, which it is a poison. Like, holy smokes, that already is giving me more energy. I'm not feeling these midday crashes after about a couple of weeks, really immediately, but I really noticed a difference. What has changed here? Why do I have so much energy? Why do I feel, just better, less sluggish and more alert and just less irritable and more present and less anxious? Oh, doy, I'm not drinking alcohol anymore. Another thing was stepping up to like really get, committed and leaning into this, resistance of not wanting to do the things that I know I needed to do to get in the shape that I wanted to get into is I just started programming in my phone on my calendar. We work out every other day. It's not like that's just what we do. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, the following week, Tuesday, Thursday, like that's just what we do. No more 2 days a week stuff because I'm a little sore or I want a little break or it's okay to take 2 days. Because I noticed a pattern that, okay, if I took a 2-day break, me personally, from working out, I just like get out of that rhythm of consistency, of feeling really good about myself. Because honestly, for me, working out, like when I say working out, I mean strength training, lifting weights, it is my mood stabilizer. It is my, feeling low, minor bouts of depression medicine. It's when I lift weights. Absolutely. And when I'm walking, but really when I'm lifting weights, having a good strength training workout, that is my prescription for mental health. Because I stopped the drinking and because I invested in a personal trainer, you're paying that money. So you want to do the things, like you want to do what you're paying for to get your money's worth. I have just created this habit of, okay, like this is what I do. It's every other day. And now, and I've been doing that, and I have the trainer, the accountability. It's just like, even when I don't want to do it, like today, I'm like, ugh, I don't really want to do it. I'm kind of like in a mood. I'm like, but this is what we do. Like you said that you don't want to repeat the pattern of a crappy upbringing, a crappy childhood. You don't want to put that on your daughter. You say you want to be more present and have energy and look forward to hanging out with Sasha. So this is what we do. Like, this is what we do. Yes, it's going to be hard, but I also know, and I tell myself, and I'm sharing this with you, things will get easier the more they become a habit. You do something long enough, you now just have a new, wiring happening up here. It just becomes like, drinking water. It just becomes like getting up and going pee every morning. It just becomes like brushing your teeth and flossing. Like, same with working out, same with strength training. The other thing to really help me stay focused is cooking. Because here's the thing. Any type of like real health, creating the body you want to create, losing the weight you want to lose, fit, it really happens in the kitchen. Like, it sounds cheesy, but it's true. What you put in your body, what you eat is a big part of that. You can work out every day. You can walk every day. But if you're not eating nutritious foods, the right foods, get enough protein, eating real food, like, you're not going to lose the weight. You're not going to feel how you want to feel. You're not going to, have the body you want to have. Like, it really does start in the kitchen. So I'm like, all right, we got to start cooking more. And this is a habit. Like, I do want to give some credit to my husband because he's European. He's Ukrainian. He's learned to cook from a young age. He's always cooked. He used to do the majority of the cooking, but now I do it. Like, sometimes we're fighting on who's going to cook because now it's just become like a habit. Last night, for example, we had our couples dancing class, and we're like, okay, we don't have anything that I made ahead of time. We're going to have dance class from 6 to 7. We could just stop by Zavino's, pick up a really nice thin crust, wood fire margarita pizza. We can make a salad at home. But, we had our class and we're like, okay, like, we're hungry, we want to eat. And I'm like, let's just go home. I'm going to make the buckwheat and I'm going to saute onion, mushroom, zucchini, a little bit of broccoli, and season it. Like, that's what we're going to have. So it was just, it was like, I was going back to that old way of thinking. Okay, we've been working all day. We're going to pick up Sasha from her in-home daycare. We're going to go as a family to dance class, and then we can stop by Zavino's and pick up that delicious pizza. But because I've gotten in the habit of cooking, almost every day, like really every day, and sometimes I will meal prep as well. Now it's just kind of like a habit, and like a thing that I do now is like just cooking a lot. So it's just a new wiring. It's a new habitual behavior and pattern of, okay, this is what we do. It's hard the first 30 days. It is. And it's not that you have to like do more to make, this goal, like staying on course and following through and being consistent in accomplishing this goal that you have. It's not that you got to like do more things or buy more things to help you with the thing. It's more so you got to like subtract stuff from your life. Okay. So like for me, I subtracted friendships that were no longer serving me. I subtracted habits that were no longer serving me, like drinking wine. I also subtracted social media apps on my phone. I don't have Facebook on my phone. I don't have Instagram on my phone. I've never had TikTok. I don't understand it. So I'm not spending my time on these social media apps on my phone to where a lot of my time and mental space used to go to. Oh, it's late, or oh, it's too late in the day, or oh, I didn't get enough sleep. It's because I was on the flipping phone. It was because I was out until 11 having dinner and wine with these certain people. So I didn't add anything. I just subtracted. I mean, I added in the personal trainer who designs my workouts, and I now do them at home. I added more going to the grocery store, a little bit more. Those are like good additions. But it was really the helping me to like really like support myself in getting through the resistance and really just staying committed and consistent and just staying the course with accomplishing this goal of mine. It's really been subtracting the stuff that's no longer working for me at this stage in my life. So I share all this with you not to talk about me. I'm just sharing like a story because you probably are taking something away from this and can see maybe some of yourself and your habits and behaviors and ways of living in my story. Use this, take this as okay. Like, actually, all right, I got to get clear. What do I want? Right? What's the goal? Why is it important to you? How is it going to make a difference in your life? And is that difference impact big enough? Like, is that really pulling you? Is that really important to you? To me, staying like getting strong, really having energy, not getting overweight, not enjoying a body that I want to be in, not feeling strong, not feeling safe, like that's very like that's not acceptable. Because I can see how that's gonna impact my life for the worse, and how if I work on these things, how it's gonna make a difference. I'm a better mother. I have better confidence, self-esteem. I feel more strong, safe in my body, and I could maybe produce another child later, at 42, 43. The odds go up, okay? And because I subtracted the alcohol, now I'm just repeating myself, but I think it's important. I subtract the alcohol. I subtract the late nights. I subtract out of my life the social media, which is all distraction and, just poisons your mind. I now have time and energy and focus and mental fortitude to do these other things. Literally time to cook, because I'm not going out too much. I'm not too tired to cook, to work out, to exercise. And I have the energy to be kind and loving and compassionate with my daughter just about 24/7. I mean, I'm human, right? Sometimes I get annoyed, but like, I'm just a better mom now. It's not that I'm adding things into my life. I mean, I added the personal training, but like, that's it. So I've rambled here, but I mean, does this make sense? Does this make sense? Like, that 30 days is really hard, but it doesn't have to be as hard as it is for you right now if you're in it. If you can ask yourself, okay, what do I need to subtract out of my life? Is it certain habits like alcohol, certain people? Do you need boundaries with certain people? Do you need boundaries with social media? Like, what can you take away so you can actually stay focused and consistent and just like follow through to get through that first 30 days? Because it does feel long. It does. It does. But if you take away the nonsense, it's not going to feel as challenging, and you're going to feel so flippin' proud of yourself for getting through that first 30 days. And because you're going to be feeling so good, you're likely going to go for another 30. Go for another 30. And before you know it, it's just a new identity. This is just what you do. Your new identity. You don't drink wine at night. You have a nice jasmine tea. Okay? You don't go out to eat or order takeout 3 times a week because now you cook. Okay? You don't skip workouts or walks because you're not wasting your time on social media anymore. Does this make sense? Let me know. Please let me know in the comments. What do you have to say about what I'm saying, what I'm sharing here with you? I want to hear your comments, good or bad, whether you agree with me or not. I want to hear, what you got to say. And was any of this helpful? Please let me know below in the comments.